Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ask a Witch. My name's Katrina Rasbold, and I've been a practicing witch for almost 40 years. For the last 10 years or so of that, I've done it professionally, doing spell work for people, for clients, and also doing cleansings and readings and all sorts of work for other people, and teaching a lot of classes. And in the course of that, I get asked a lot of questions, and they say there's no stupid questions, and I kind of hang on to that. I've heard a few that were stupid, but not very many. Usually, if my students are wondering something, there's other people out there who are wondering it as well. So that's why I do this series, so that I can share the questions with you. And this week's question is real interesting. It says, or what was put to me is a male witch called a warlock. So warlock is an older term, but it's not one that really came into our conversation or our daily language until the Bewitched show back in the 70s. And then they referred to all males as warlocks. And there are male witches who identify as warlocks, and I don't want to take that away from anybody. Last thing I'm going to do is screw with some of these labels. However, historically, warlock is not a title you would want to have. Historically, male witches are just called witches, and there's no gender associated with the word witch, although we tend to think of witches as female because of Hollywood and because of the depictions in artwork and that sort of thing. So warlock was actually a term that was used to someone who was an oath breaker. And this means that this is a person who betrayed the coven in some way or was not conducive with good coven politics or a conversation flow. And it's often somebody who was ostracized by the coven for their actions, sort of like the old Klingon discommendation on Star Trek. And there were actual ceremonies for this happening, or they were just ousted and not associated with anymore because of they had done something so deplorable that they were a risk to the coven. So you didn't want to be a warlock, but now other people have reclaimed that title and repurposed it into another term for a male witch. So yeah, you can use that title, but historically, it's not a real great one. So that's the story of warlock. I don't really have too much more to go into regarding that. Everybody's got to make their own choices about what they're going to call themselves, but that one, yeah, it doesn't engender trust in the witchy community. So thank you for being here, and y'all take care. Bye bye.